a TikTok video?
Why will I be making a TikTok video with a camera? Does that make sense?
This one.
I told you we're doing answer and question. People asked us some questions that we're gonna answer as a couple. Like, you just like to stress people out. Anyway, guys, welcome back to my channel. Ogidi Imaswe. Oh my gosh, I think this channel is like everywhere. Okay, so I did a poll on Instagram for like questions to ask like married couple. Like we've been married for 2 years now. Prior to even doing the poll, I did get a couple of questions from some people just to know some stuff about marriage. So we're just gonna get into it. I'm gonna pull up the question. How did you all meet?
We used to work together, innit? That's how we met.
Why are you talking with your mouth full?
That's how we met. I'm eating.
Okay, so
I'm
go
eating. My
up.
bad, sorry. But yeah, we used to work together. That's how we met.
Yeah, we used to work together. That's how we met, through work. What was it that brought you all closer in your relationship? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. What brought us closer?
We wanted the same thing, basically.
Yeah, one the same.
We both wanted the same thing.
Yeah, but like the same thing as in what? You can't just say we both want the same thing and one can just say that.
In terms of settling down,
Yeah, that's true.
commitment, and the faith as well.
Yeah, like faith is a big thing, like Christian obviously, and just know, yeah, Christian faith. We both knew we wanted to settle down. We had that conversation. We both knew we were ready for commitment. I just feel like if you're on the same page with your partner and you guys just know where you're going, it makes it easier. If that makes sense. It brings you closer. It just makes everything easier as a couple. Okay. Trials and tribulation. What trials and tribulation have we had? Trials and tribulation.
Marriage. Well, I mean, like, the main one would be the miscarriage.
Yeah.
That was the main one.
Yeah, that's true. Like the two miscarriage. Yeah, I'll say those are like our biggest trial and tribulation. And that was last year. Yeah, last year. 2019. 2019 altogether was like rough for us. But we thank God because like he saw us through everything at the end of the day. Like beginning of 2019 was like rough for me.
The accident.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's true.
There's a lot of stuff that went.
Yeah, January we got into an accident when we were on our way to church. It was when that big snowstorm thing happened. And then our car out of nowhere just like did a 360 and went against like traffic. And then the two miscarriage, that was that. And then towards the end of last year, he just got like really super sick, like crazy sick.
Yeah.
Like one blood work to another, one blood work to another. But you know what? God saw us through everything, so we're grateful. And I feel like faith has to come in place. Whatever you believe in, I know everyone, like, different people believe in different things, but we are a strong believer of God, of Jehovah. So I just feel like just having that faith and knowing that whatever happened, that he will always see you through, and just have that at the back of your mind in any situation. And I feel like you will always be okay. Well, now she's quiet. Why are you looking for her trouble? Then when she starts crying now, you say she's crying.
Let's continue this thing. Just playing, man. Just playing.
Sure, Players Club. How do you all deal with disagreement?
That was just an example. That's how we deal with it. I just ignore her 80% of the time.
And I ignore him too.
So just ignore her.
No. But true talk. When it comes to disagreement, it's just that like I like to be quiet. Whenever like I'm upset or something, I just like to be quiet because I just feel like when you're angry or in disagreement, you tend to say things that you later regret. So I just like to stay quiet till I'm calm. But this one over here is like...
So I'm a type of person, you said your own, let me say my face. I'm a type of person that I speak my mind. If I'm upset, I'm going to tell you right up, this is it. This is how it is. I don't like it. I'm going to give you a lecture.
I'm not like that. I like to be quiet, and then when I'm calm...
And then 2 days later, she's going to send me a paragraph, or basically write a letter or a sketch or an essay, not even a letter, like a thesis pretty much.
Well, I like to write down my feelings. I write down stuff, because I feel sometimes even when you're saying how you feel, you do forget things. Or when you're saying how you feel in that moment, you might say other things that you don't mean, but because of out of anger, you just say it. So that's why I like to calm down, then talk, or I write down how I'm feeling about a situation and then let him know. But that moment, no, we must talk right now. We must discuss this right now.
The thing is this, we get it resolved. I say my piece, she says hers 2 days later through a paragraph of essays. And that's fine. I read it and I'm like, okay, I get it. And then we talk and we say, okay, you know what? This is how it is.
Yeah.
And we move on from it. We leave it there. We leave it there.
Yeah,
Period.
we leave it there. And like he's a strong believer of never going to bed like angry too. He likes to resolve the issue before we go to bed. Now don't get me wrong, that's not what happened like 100% of the time. But I'll say like 95% of the time. We do that. We try to resolve whatever issue it is before we go to bed. Because God forbid, you never know tomorrow, you never know what's gonna happen. So yeah. And then what are you... Huh? Oh, what were you guys scared about moving in together? Like literally, like if were we scared about moving in together about anything? I'll say no. Okay, so like technically we're already like kind of living together before we even got married. Like we're living at his dad's place. So it was like we're already living together. So even when we got our own place, there was nothing like scared.
It wasn't hard, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't weird. It wasn't.
And even before like I moved in with him too in his dad's place, again I wasn't scared because I knew this was a relationship that by the grace of God is gonna last forever, right? There was like no 1 foot out the door or 1 foot in the door. And I feel like scared comes in if there's doubts. And like I never had doubts. So it didn't make it an issue because I knew it was like forward ever. There was no backward in this. Like it all goes back to like the first question, like knowing what we both want. What made everything easy? Just knowing what we both want, and we both wanted the same thing: to settle down, to start a family, and like our goals in life and everything. So it just made everything, it just made everything work out. And then let me see here. Okay, I'm going on Instagram. What would you say is needed for a healthy relationship? You want to go first?
Well, it has to be based off the foundation in what you believe in and what you both believe in, whether it's God, it's Allah, or whatever your beliefs are. But a healthy foundation is very important in my opinion, because if you both share the same beliefs, it's a lot easier. It eliminates half of the arguments you would have if you didn't share the same beliefs. I believe there are 5 main things. I always say this. Honesty, accountability, discipline, um, trust, and then the last one I always say is respect. You have to be able to respect the person you're with, and they have to respect you in turn. For me, those are 5 key things that are very important. Discipline is very key because if someone's not disciplined enough, they will do things to hurt you. They will do things that would, drive you through the wall or make you feel some type of way. Discipline is only based off discipline itself. You have to discipline yourself. It's not going to happen in a day. It's not going to happen in a month or in a year. It's a learning process. With every day that goes by, you learn new things every day, and you learn to make yourself a better person, a better partner, a better spouse, a better husband, a better wife. That's how I see it.
I say trust in God. Like, basically, his list is too long for my liking. So, but if that works for him to be a good husband, which he is, he's an amazing husband. So, hey, keep on sticking to that list. But for me, it's just trust in God. Because if trust is there, I feel like everything else will make sense. Because if you trust someone, everything else just makes sense. Like, there won't be any shadiness, there won't be any doubt, there won't be any confusion, there won't be any, oh, I don't know, or any of that. And with God too, because in life, it might necessarily not mean that your partner is trying to hurt you, or your partner is trying to hurt you, but then there are evil things out there that will try to do something through your partner or through you to hurt your relationship and to hurt what you guys have going on. And I feel like if you just have God, like, to be the foundation of your relationship, then no matter what happens, no matter what you guys are going through, he will always get through it. He will always see you through. So I believe God and trust, those two are like what you need for a healthy relationship. And those who doesn't believe in God, then I don't know, whatever you believe in, make that your foundation of your relationship, and you'll be good. They're not even singing Baby Shark. That's not even what they're singing. That's your child. That's the Edo blood in her that's acting like that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay, how do you know you found the one? Honestly, I don't know. I just feel like that shouldn't even be a question. But I guess it's a question. So, like, I'll just say, again, back to God. For me personally, I prayed to God and I told him, like, the next relationship I was going to get into, I want it to be the last. And I want it to be someone that's serious, someone that wants the same thing as me and everything. And it just worked out. And then it was like, there was no really doubts. I guess to answer the question is, like, when you know the one, like, there won't be doubts and you won't be like, I don't know if we're moving too fast, I don't know if this is so quick. Because when we first got married, everyone thought it was fast. Like, what, we're dating for like 6 months or so before we like started planning the wedding and stuff. And we were literally together for a year. We dated for a year when we got married. Yeah, so we've been together for 6 months when we started planning the wedding. Mm-hmm. And it was a year. We've been dating and know each other. So let me clarify that. Not just dating, we've been dating and we've known each other for a year before we planned the wedding. So I just feel like if it's the right one, there's no such thing as this is too fast. Because if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Why wait, right? I just feel like if you're waiting, and don't get me wrong, for people who wants to wait, if that's your thing, because you have plans, you have goals, whatever, that's fine. But for us personally, it was just that, like, it was just right. And it wasn't just only because, like, I got pregnant, because we were already talking about getting married and settling down before I found out I was pregnant. Yeah. So when I found out I was pregnant, I was just like, okay, well, I guess we're gonna do this now. And then everything just went boom, 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 boom.
So doing it later, we just
everything just went boom, 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 boom. Yeah. So, have anything to add? How do
But
you
I,
know
the
the
whole
one?
see the whole talk about the one is like Hollywood movie stuff. I'm sorry, I don't. All those like the one that it's all what you watch on TV, and the reality of it is this. Okay, if you meet someone and you're ready, and that person's ready, and they're on the same platform with you, you can make it work. It's never easy. Relationships are not easy. You're gonna go through everything. The question becomes, what are you willing to do? How important is that relationship to you? You know, how much are you willing to fight for it and stick through with it? And that's how I say it. If both parties are ready, they both believe in the same thing, they both want the same thing, it's a home run from there on. Right? It's a lot easier to maintain and go forward with that from there. The whole talk about the one, I do believe in destiny to an extent though. I do believe things are preordained or
Well,
predestined
yeah,
by God.
God does preordain
Right? So
everything.
God, we all have a chosen partner for us to walk this earth with us till the day He calls us home. We all have a chosen partner that God has assigned to us and has assigned you to them.
Yeah.
You know, and that's your partner. It doesn't have to fit the 10-story list of people you're looking for. But for you, that's like your pair of shoe that fits it, that fits your size. And that's why you must never compare, you know, your partner to someone else. Don't do that, you know. So that's just my own take on it.
Yeah. And if you go end up with the wrong person, the sad truth is not gonna work out. Because if that's not the person God wants you to be with. So at the same time, still don't rush. And I know nowadays too, because like, especially like our generation, a lot of people are settling down now, a lot of people are having kids. So some people might feel left out, might feel like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Oh my gosh, I need to find someone. Like, don't do that. Everyone's time is different with everything in life. When it comes to businesses, when it comes to job, relationship, like everything in life, everyone has their time for it. So be patient enough to wait for your time. While doing that, also pray to God. Like, you guys are probably gonna get tired of me in this video because I'm just gonna be talking about praying. Because for me personally, as a person, prayers have seen me through a lot. Like a lot. I can never begin to start from where. So yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna go into like parenthood. How was the transition from being single to becoming a mom slash dad? Okay, so for me personally, I don't know. Like,
Mommy.
yes, my princess. Okay, so for me, she's calling me.
Yeah.
Daddy. Papa.
Do you want to talk? Do you want to tell us the transition? Transition from being single to a mom. I will say, like, before, for me, right? Before I found out I was pregnant, like, there was just so much going on in my life, and I just felt like I needed a change. I needed something. If not, I was going to lose it. I was going to lose my mind, if that makes sense. So in a way, her coming into my life actually helped me a lot. Actually helped me to kind of like refine myself, kind of like come in, connect with myself, and brought me closer to God and everything. Like, there's been hard times, don't get me wrong. Being a mom is not easy, but that joy of like waking up in the morning knowing that you have a little one that is yours, that's like of you and your life partner, the love of your life, it's just amazing. And when you just think of that and you just see, like, I see her beautiful smile, even though sometimes like she drives me crazy, but just seeing her beautiful smile, like little things she does, like little milestones, it makes you forget about all like the difficult things. Like, it hasn't been easy, like I said, but it's worth it. It's amazing. It's just like everything else in life, that it has its ups and downs. Everything in life has its ups and downs. You just have to hold on to the great moments, and trust me, there are a lot of great moments of being a parent. Like, she's gonna be 2 in July this year, and she's getting to that age that she's getting really stubborn. Like sometimes I just want but you know we can't really do that. So yeah, no, it's amazing. It's good. It's yeah, Dad.
Honestly, I'm still processing it. So
He's always
I'm
processing
not,
it.
it's not something I can't answer that question. I'm not gonna lie.
He is still
I'm still
processing
trying to
it.
process the whole thing.
He looks at her and goes, wow,
Okay.
she's getting so big. Like, duh, is she gonna stay the same size for the rest of her life?
Yeah,
She's only gonna grow. Can you stop doing that? Like, we're talking good about you and you're doing like, yeah, watch it. Yeah, watch. Happy birthday. Yeah, so sorry, this dad can't really answer that question because he's still in an awe moment. But no, being a parent is amazing. Like, it's a cliche saying, but it is one of the greatest gifts in life, one of the greatest blessing you can ever get in life as a human being. Being a parent. Say that louder. I don't think people hear you.
Be prepared to work a lot of overtime.
Be prepared to work a lot of overtime.
They're not
Yeah. Daycare as of right now is $55 per day, and that's average. Some places are more pricing than others, and it depends on the age too. The younger they are, the more you pay. As they get older, it becomes cheaper, if that makes sense. So this question, in what way did having a baby change family dynamic? Well, for our family, it didn't really change much because, like I said earlier, excuse me, I was pregnant when we got married. So literally, we enjoyed like May, June, July. We're only like a couple with her, and technically she was still there. She was just in my stomach, but without her physically in person was like kind of 2 months, not even up to. Like I'll say 2 months. So it was like when we're getting married, our mindset was already like a baby's coming, because the day we got married, I was 6 months pregnant. I was really big. So
5 months.
I was 6 months on the day of our wedding.
No, pretty much like 5 months we enjoyed before
She came.
Before she was in there.
Oh, as a couple?
Yeah, it was 5 months.
No, but you're talking as like a family though, as a married family. Yeah. So as a married family, I'll say like 2 months roughly. So like for us, we already knew like mental wise that we didn't know the sex then, but we already knew like a baby was on the way and a baby was coming. So everything we're doing was based on the baby was coming. Even when we were getting our apartment, we got a 2-bedroom apartment because we knew a baby was in the way, so we needed a 2-bedroom apartment for a baby. So it was just, even when he was looking for job too, it was like, okay, I have to look for a job that I know will be able to sustain my wife and the baby on the way. Like he said, get ready to work a lot of overtime because they are expensive. Yeah, they are expensive. Yeah, do you have any question to add? I say question to ask. Any comment to add to that?
No, not really.
I say question to add. Okay, I think there's one more question. Athens, you're really annoying.